Well, I hope the music wasn't too much, guys. I figured it would be a little different than what I normally do, which is sit here and try to ramble on about nonsense while I'm trying to get this stuff shared out and posted and blah, 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 and blah, blah, blah. And I want to welcome everybody to another episode of Tales from the Lounge. I'm Ron, obviously, and this is something a little different. It's an internet challenge. Okay? For those of you who do not know, the wife and I got diagnosed with COVID this week. Yes, this is me with COVID. Do I look horrible? Do I look like I'm dying? No, I'm not. Nothing is wrong. I had I had a day where I had a little bit of body aches. I've had a little bit of congestion, a little bit of coughing. But other than that, there's nothing wrong with my wife and I at all. I mean, she's got asthma. I'm diabetic, high blood pressure. Both of us are tired. It's a natural thing. But other than that, COVID is not that big a deal. And I've been saying this from the get-go, that this is being blown way out of proportion, way out of scope. And, you know, you're going to see a lot of weird numbers. But considering there's 7 billion people on the planet and we've got a few 100,000 who are getting really sick and some are actually dying, I understand there's some concern, but on a scale from 7 billion, it's not that much. And the same people who are targeted from the flu are also targeted by corona, COVID, whatever you want to call it. So I want to caution everybody about overreacting, and I've been saying this again for a long time now, because here's the deal. It's a virus. Coronavirus has been around for years. If you look on the back of a Lysol bottle, you'll see COVID listed there, coronavirus, as one of the things that Lysol kills. But here's the deal. Being quarantined is not going to keep you from getting the coronavirus. It will delay it, but it is not going to stop you from getting coronavirus. It's not a matter of if you're going to get it or get exposed to it. It's just a matter of when. And if you want to live your life hunkered down in your own home, not interacting with friends and relatives and family members and co-workers and so on and so forth for the rest of your life, then so be it. But a lot of people have chosen not to live that way. And I don't want to turn this into a political commentary, but what I do want to turn it into is a challenge, okay? Because the shutdown has hurt a lot of businesses. Businesses, small businesses, desperately are in need of our help. The challenge has nothing to do with coronavirus. It has nothing to do with anything but the shutdown. Because so many small businesses have gone over because of the first quarantine, the thoughts of a second quarantine have got small businesses scared to death. Now the Walmarts and the Targets and the grocery stores, they have nothing to fear because they're essential and they're going to stay open. But those businesses like our dry cleaners, the donut shops, our beauticians and barbers, small electronic shops and repair places, those people are the ones who are suffering the most. So the challenge is in two parts. The first part is I want to challenge every person who on social media, every time you make a post, tag a small business that you frequent in your post. Don't worry about advertising. Don't make it a big deal. But mention XYZ donut shop on the corner of so-and-so and so-and-so. If you're in the local area, stop by, grab a donut or two, or go, drop off some dry cleaning or so on and so forth in your post. Either post a link to their website, their address in the comments, or mention it in the blog. That would be one of the biggest things that we could do for our small businesses and our communities to help them understand that we support them, we love them, and they're needed. Then we'll get to the second part. The second part's a little rougher. The second part is be brave. And I know that sounds kind of cliche. But in these times, we need to be brave. We need to understand that this is something that people are afraid of, but it's not something we need to shut our lives down for. Speaking from experience, you need to get out of the house. I don't care what kind of measures you think you need to take. Put on a hazmat suit, put on an extra layer of mask, whatever. Get out of the house. You're not doing yourself, you're not doing your family, you're not doing your community any good locking yourself up being afraid. Be brave, get out, see people. They miss you. We all miss you. We miss each other. And don't let this Christmas be a Christmas you missed with family, friends, and loved ones. And later on, you have to say, last Christmas was the last time I got to spend time with them. Last Thanksgiving, last year, not last year, but the year before last, because we were too afraid to go out and be with those people that we love and care for. Now, I know this is a big challenge. I know it's a big deal. And I know there's a lot of people out there going, you're full of crap, blah, blah, blah. But I'm sitting here looking at you. Wife and I both diagnosed with COVID last week. Both of us in high-risk area categories. We're fine. We're thriving. I haven't missed a day of work yet. Neither has she. We're not going to. It's not that big a deal for the average person, or even a little above average person. There's a very, very, very slim number of people who are affected negatively by this virus. And they're the same ones who are affected by any major virus every year. The flu kills people every year out of the same brackets that COVID is affecting. So my big deal is, don't be afraid. Get out, live your life, because like I said, it's not a matter of if you're going to get exposed, just a matter of when. We knew that we were going to get exposed to COVID eventually. We were eventually going to get it. And we were going to do what we needed to do to make sure that we don't infect a whole bunch of other people. But that doesn't mean that we have some unrealistic expectations that we're not going to be able to just hunker down and ignore it forever. Okay? So, that being said, let me mention Distretto Coffees. I'm having a little coffee here, and I'm trying to have a little Byron cigar here, and relax on a Sunday afternoon. Yes, I'm still considered COVID infected. I'll stay as much quarantine as I can during the days, and only get out for emergency supplies if needed. But that's what we have to do. And we have to understand that this pandemic has been blown out of proportion, and that everybody's going to be fine, who can be, and we need to support our loved ones, our friends, and our communities, help them out. So remember the first part of the challenge. If you're on social media, you post in your food, you post in your cats, whatever. Either take a second and mention somebody, Distretto Coffee in Texas here, their fresh roast coffee. They'll send it anywhere in the world. Check them out on the internet. And the second part is be brave. Get out. Stop being hunkered down. Stop being afraid. And realize that you're eventually going to get exposed to it. You're either going to get it and it's going to be bad, or you're going to be like the 99.99% of the rest of the people in the world, and you're going to get it and you're going to be fine. Okay? So, that's my challenge. I hope you people will share this and post, have fun, support everybody, and let's bring not only the world back, but our economies back, and show people that this is just a virus, and we'll get through it just like we always do. Thanks a lot, everybody. Have a great day.
Thanks, everybody. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, hit that like button. If you want to see more of our stuff, hit the subscribe button. And if you want to get notified, hit that bell. You know what to do. If you want to see more Saturday at the Shop and Tales from the Lounge stuff, hit the playlist, check out our channel, and let us know what you think. Love your feedback. Have a great day.